Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So today's video could be quite an exciting one. Now, judging from my stats when I checked it yesterday, it looks like we're around about, I think it was 40 watch time hours before this channel's monetized. Now, that does sound a lot, and it is a lot, but because this channel has been growing fairly quickly, I do seem to be getting round about 80 watch hours a day, I think it is. So basically today I might have hit the target for watch time hours to be able to start putting ads on this channel. I think there's already ads going on my videos, but obviously I don't make any money from those ads. That's just YouTube putting ads on it anyway. But I think hopefully during this video, when I put my other phone on, we can have a look, and hopefully I've hit the criteria to get this channel monetized, because it will be very, very nice to start actually having a little bit of cash coming in for the time and the money that I've spent making and developing this channel. Now, I never started this channel as a way of making money. I started this channel as a hobby. I started this channel as a way of documenting my pickups. It's almost like a diary. It's a way of looking back and seeing if my views change on certain things over the years. It's a way of holding myself accountable. It's a way of sticking to what I say. I've been saying that I'm going to continue to stack for the next 20 to 30 years, and it's a way of kind of holding myself accountable. I'm not going to suddenly disappear and go anywhere. You see a lot of crypto channels when there was a huge the crash that happened a few months back, and those channels are now non-existent. They're inactive. They're not even posting. I saw the same happen with a lot of stock and shares investment channels. As soon as the big crash happened, you never saw them again, and it's a real shame. And I actually reached out to a few people that were running the channels that I like watching, that were talking about crypto and investing in stocks and shares and stuff, and I said, why aren't you showing the bad times? It's all very well posting consistently when everything's in the green, but I think it's more important to be documenting the bad times when you're investing, because it shows everyone the reality. It's not always going to be green. It's not always going to be happy. You're not always going to invest in something and make 10% consistently year after year. That's just not how investing works. There's ups and there's downs. And I think, if anything, it's more important to be making videos when it's those down times, because they're the times when people need to come together and remind each other that investing is a long-term thing. It's not something to get rich overnight. And it's a real shame to see so many channels that just go inactive and disappear when whatever they were currently talking about goes down, basically, because that, like I said, that's the time when everyone needs the motivation. Now, I will show you that I'll continue to do this channel for as long as I continue to stack. And like I said, that's 20 to 30 years. I have no intention of stopping making videos on this channel, because I think it's a great way to hold myself accountable. Like I said, it's a great way for me to document my pickups. It's a great way to keep the excitement of stacking. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy editing the videos. So for me, like I said, this is a hobby. I never started this channel to think that I'm going to make money from it. That wasn't my intention. And I think the channels that start off with that intention, it's the wrong way to go about it, because you're not going to be passionate about making videos if you're just focused on the money side of things. So, and I think I've shown that in previous videos. I'm not one of these channels that uses loads of fake thumbnails and loads of fake titles and all the hype. And you get some channels that go all the hype, like silver's going to go to the moon, gold's going to go to the moon to bring in the views. You get other channels that use the other strategy, where they do all the scare tactics, and they say, oh, last time to buy silver, it's running low, or silver's going to crash to zero, and whatever it may be. I'm never going to be one of those channels either. I'm not here to gather the most views and the most subscribers. I'm here just to talk to people that want to watch my videos, document my journey, and keep myself motivated. However, with that being said, now that this channel is so close to being monetized, it will be nice to actually have a return on the amount that I've invested in silver, because I have invested in a lot of silver that I wouldn't have necessarily brought if I didn't have this channel. For this bar, for example, if I was solely stacking silver for investment purposes, I wouldn't have brought this premium bar. But things like this, I go out of my way to buy because I think they look great on camera. I think it's nice to showcase them to those of you that are watching this channel. And sometimes, myself included, like watching videos of items that you wouldn't necessarily buy to get the satisfaction of seeing the item without having to spend the money. I love watching huge stack videos where people have massive stacks of silver and massive stacks of gold. And I might never ever get to that stage where I have an absolutely huge stack because that's never been my goal. I've always been very diversified in my investing strategy. So I would never allocate all of my capital to precious metals. So I'm never going to get a huge stack. I'm never going to get to like 10,000 ounces and those sort of scales, because although I'm planning to stack for the rest of my life, I'm not planning to solely stack and solely put my money into precious metals. I like the idea of being diversified. I like the idea of precious metals being a part of my portfolio. Currently, it's quite a big part of my portfolio. I think it's around about 35 to 40% of my whole net worth is in precious metals. So you can see it's quite heavily weighted on precious metals already. And I would like to kind of bring it down a little notch. I would like to get some more stocks in there. I'm quite happy with my NFTs and crypto holdings at the moment. I'm not too fussed about those, but in terms of stocks, I'd like to get a bit of a higher percentage in index funds and the safer kind of stocks. And also I'd like to get some more properties in my portfolio, rental properties. So I'm never going to be one of those channels that has huge stack videos. So therefore, I'm never going to be allocating crazy money to precious metals, but I have spent a considerably amount of cash on precious metals already. And like I said, a lot of the items I brought, I wouldn't have necessarily brought if I didn't have the channel. I brought them to showcase and make my videos more interesting and exciting. So with that all being said, it would be very nice to get monetized, just to kind of get some return for some of these more premium items. And also it keeps me being able to buy these premium items because, like I said, I haven't got loads and loads of spare cash to chuck at precious metals. I like to be diversified, and I do find precious metals the best thing to showcase on a YouTube channel because they're the most interesting thing to look at. So that's why I'm happy to keep buying these premium items and spending a bit more money for people to enjoy the videos. But now if we get this channel monetized, it will mean that I can continue to do that and I won't have to slow down on my premium purchases. So let's have a little look to see if it's updated. Let's see how we're looking now. How it works to get monetized, for those of you that have your own YouTube channels and you're interested, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So the first criteria is having 1,000 subscribers. Now once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time. Now that has to be within 1 year. So within a whole year you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. And what that does is it makes sure that your channel's active. So you can't just open a channel, get 1,000 subscribers and then take 3 years to get 4,000 watch hours, because your channel won't be very active, and it doesn't benefit YouTube as a platform to put ads on channels that aren't very active. They want people to be active and to obviously to make content that people are watching, because therefore when people put the ads on them, they're going to get more reach. So let me just unzip my jacket because I've come straight in from work, and as you can tell, quite excited to see if we're monetized. Well, we won't be monetized. I'll explain how it works, but yeah, haven't even got my work clothes off yet, so I'm sweating one out now. So what was we saying? So yeah, you have to have 4,000 watch time hours within the space of a year. Now there's channels like Future Investments, and he's been really struggling with his watch hours simply because he's had his channel just over a year now. I think about a year and a half. And some of his older videos, he would have told you this in his videos if you watched them, some of his older videos did really well. So now every day as those videos are falling out of his kind of year allocation, if you like, he's losing those watch hours. So he's constantly fighting against previous videos. So it is very, very difficult, and it does take a lot of dedication to get that amount of watch hours in a year. And I still can't believe how quickly this channel's grown. I think we're on 4 months now, or 4.5 months I've had this channel. So not even half a year, not even 6 months, and to already be at this stage is huge. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed. Like I said, I probably could have done it even quicker if I used clickbait thumbnails, clickbait titles, and all the rest of it. But that's not what I want this channel to be about. I want this channel to be honest. I want to be open with my strategies and what I'm doing. And I just don't think it's the right way morally to build a following by constantly spreading fear or constantly spreading kind of too optimistic expectations when it comes to precious metals. It's all very well me sitting here going, so gold and silver is going to do fantastic over the next 5 years. But at the end of the day, no one really knows. No one really knows where the economy is going. No one knows what wars around the corner, or what disasters or pandemics or what's coming. No one really knows what the future holds. So no one can sit there and say that it's going to be smooth sailing over any period of time when it comes to any sort of investment. So, and that's what I'm always going to be on this channel. I'm just going to be open and honest and talk about now, because it's there's no point looking too far ahead because we don't know what the future holds. So let's have a look at my statistics on YouTube Studio. Now you can see we've actually just hit 1,202 subscribers, so absolutely amazing. Like I said, to think that this channel's only been up and running for around about 4.5 months is insane, to think how quickly it's grown. So yeah, thanks very much to everyone that's watching this video right now. Without your help and support, we wouldn't be where we are today. So do you know what, I'm going to screen record because it'll make it easier for me to show you. Flip over to my earnings tab, and you can see this tells you the criteria here. So you can see the first criteria was to get 1,000 subscribers, like I said, and we've got 1,202 subscribers, so you get a tick, you get a green tick there to say you've done that. And then the next one, okay, so it hasn't updated yet. So the next one, it tells you need 4,000 watch hours. Like I said, that's in the space of 365 days, so a year. Or you can get 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. Now that sounds crazy, but shorts are actually really, really easy way of getting quick views, because it's very much like TikTok, where people are scrolling through, and if your video pops up, they don't even have to click on it because they're kind of just scrolling through, it automatically pops up. So that's another way of kind of hitting the criteria. You don't have to get 4,000 watch hours. You could do the shorts views. Depends what you want to focus on. So if you just want to solely focus on shorts, then obviously you can do that. So you can see once I hit the 4,000 watch hours, then it goes through to a past channel review stage, which is stage 3. You can see stage 2 is following the community guidelines, and you can see there's a number of different guidelines there that they take into account, whether you're using copyright material and all that sort of stuff. And a 2-step verification, that's just basically providing your phone number or email address in case your account gets locked out and you need to reset your password and all that sort of stuff. So the 3rd stage there is the past channel review. Now, an actual human being will check your channel. So once you hit these criterias, an actual human being will check your channel. They'll spot check a few of your videos, and they'll see if you're playing by the book. They'll see if you're maybe buying subscribers or buying views or using copyright thumbnails, or basically anything that could be classed as cheating the system in their eyes. So providing all that gets passed, then you can start putting adverts on your videos. So yeah, it's a really exciting part of this journey. And like I said, I never started this journey with the intention of getting this channel monetized. It wasn't even on the plan. The plan was just to put content out there, to hold myself accountable and just have fun, really. So the monetization side of things is just an added bonus. It helps me continue buying more premium items and continue to kind of pay me for the time that I put into these videos, because like I said to you before, I come home from work, and before I go down and socialise with my family and my children, I set aside an hour or two every single night to film, upload, edit, and get the videos out to you guys. So yeah, it has become sort of like, in a way, a second job, because it's something that I do every single day. Those of you that know, when I was off work, sick, I was bedbound, I was really ill, I got flu. I don't think it was COVID, but I got very, very ill when I was in bed, and I had like tonsillitis that came with it, and I just was really, really ill, and I was still crawling out of bed. I think I had 1 or 2 days maybe without filming, so I physically couldn't speak at one stage. But then I was crawling out of bed, and I was still filming some videos at the back end of that. So yeah, I have been really, really consistent. And I think that's the kind of key to the success. If you want to build a YouTube channel, you just got to be consistent, and you've got to enjoy it. There's no point starting a YouTube channel if you're not going to enjoy it, because then if it doesn't become fun, people, that will come across to people that you're not enjoying yourself, and yeah, you won't put as much passion into it. So I'm going to stop the video there, because this has turned into a very, very long video. As you can see, if I click on the little I next to where at number 1 it says reach requirements, you can see that the last time this updated was the 25th of February, so 48 hours ago. So once that updates today, then hopefully I've hit the criteria, and then it's over to someone to check the channel out and see if it's suitable. So yeah, that's another thing to remember as well. Don't start getting carried away using copyright material. Don't start trying to cheat the system, because there will be an actual human being that checks the channel before they start accepting you to put ads on it. So I hope that's helped those of you that are trying to build a channel, and I hope that is interesting for those of you that just enjoy watching the content. So I will report back when we hit that target. It's a shame it didn't happen on camera. I thought I was going to refresh it and it was going to be hitting the target already. However, I have shared some information with how to get monetized on this video. So I hope you found it interesting. Thanks as always for watching. If you made it this far, please comment in the comment section saying congratulations on the new Lamborghini, something like that. And let's confuse people that haven't watched this far through the video. As always, thanks for the support, and I hope you have a nice day.